Named one of the top most influential performers of the last 15 years by Performing Songwriter magazine, platinum-selling band Sister Hazel hit #1 with their massive hit, All For You, in 1997. Since then, the Grammy-nominated band has become firmly established not only in rock and alternative music, but now in country with 5 back-to-back Billboard Top Country Album Chart entries. So today, RockBandReviews.com is totally stoked to be talking with Jett Barris, bass player with Sister Hazel. So how you doing, Jett? It's great to have some Gainesville, Florida class on the line.
Hey, man, I'm doing great. I love hearing all those accolades when they're all bunched up into one big sentence like that. It sounds really good for being in a band for 25 years. Yeah, we've been very blessed to be doing this as long as we have, and just really, especially with all the things being shut down for the last year, really appreciate that when we are able to get out and play.
Well, I want to let everyone know that Sister Hazel gratefully will be performing here in Delray Beach at the Old School Square Pavilion on Saturday, April 17th. Now, we're so glad that bands and performers are starting to emerge from the COVID pandemic and, hit the road again. I mean, you and the guys in Sister Hazel must kind of be feeling the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a weird and rough year for the music industry in general. I mean, a lot of industries were obviously affected. Ours, one of the first ones to be shut down and one of the last ones to reopen. So to get back out and start playing again, to see some light at the end of the tunnel is encouraging. I mean, we didn't rest idle. We've found some new things to do as shows were shut down. We've done live stream events, which has been really cool. We did a series of drive-in shows, which were fun. But it's going to be really good to kind of get back to the regular touring, and we're starting to see it open up more to things like that, especially with this show that they're doing in Delray with the pod situation, as I understand it, where you get like this pod in your distance. So I think it'll be great. We're really looking forward to it. And my hometown, basically, is my backyard. I'm in North Palm Beach County, so a lot of my friends will be there. So
you can't get any better than that, man.
I know, right?
Now, aside from the band, what have you personally been doing to keep from going out of your mind during this pandemic? Has it been some songwriting or?
Yeah, so with music, there's been songwriting, but luckily I have a little side hustle. I own a realty brokerage here in, actually it's called Singer Island Realty. So I jumped into my side hustle full time and have been running doing real estate in the area. But also, my main thing is always and will always be Sister Hazel. So yeah, writing music and creating these opportunities when we come out of it. I mean, we've got our rock boat, our 21st rock boat that's going to be sailing in November. We had to move that for the first time in 20 years. Our Hazelnut Hang event, looking at doing another ski event. So lots of fun stuff that we've been planning, lots of music that collectively we've been writing and doing some distance recording on. So yeah, good downtime and a good time to appreciate what we've been doing for 25 years.
I tell you, we have certainly taken live music performances, I think, for granted. That here we are, we're going to these events every week or a couple of times a month, and then all of a sudden it's gone, and we're just jonesing for some really great live entertainment right now. And what's interesting in the music industry is that right now cover bands are huge because they're kind of the first ones that come out, local cover bands and stuff, and start playing.
Right.
And I've been doing quite a few cover bands, and let me tell you, the crowds that they're drawing in are amazing because people are just starving to be out and together again and just to hear this live music. So we're just happy to have you guys coming into town.
Awesome.
Now,
I love it down there too. I mean, that whole area around Atlantic and Delray is a beautiful area.
Yeah, it's really blossomed even more so from a while back. So it's fantastic, and I'm sure this is going to be a sellout easily because, again, everybody just wants to come out, and hear great music, and especially from a great band such as Sister Hazel.
Thank you.
Now, it's amazing how Sister Hazel has crossed over to the country charts. Now, was the band concerned at all that fans might not, accept the band's transition to country music?
Well, there really hasn't been a transition to country music. We're doing what we've always done.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that country music genre has kind of opened up, and decision makers said, "Hey, let's release it here," and it's done well. So I don't think we've lost really any momentum with our regular fan base. We've just gained some new fans that are listening to different genres, and been able to play some different shows. We've done the CMA Fest. We've done Grand Ole Opry now like 8 times. So it's been really nice. I mean, I don't think anybody considers us a country band, but but our music sometimes can live in that world. I mean, think about early Eagles records and that the 70s, all country stuff. Even Tom Petty through some of his records. I mean, if they came out today, they'd be living in country radio world and
yes, they
country
would.
market crossover.
Mm-hmm.
So to cross over into different genres, I mean that's really the ultimate. Of course, there's going to be a little kickback, and then from hardcore fans at first, and then they listen to the record and they go, "Oh, well, that's just Sister Hazel record." So,
yeah, for example,
wasn't much change on our end.
Yeah, because for example, you have Darius Rucker, who's greatly accepted into the country community, and even Aaron Lewis from Stained. I mean, his stuff is fantastic. And then you have people that go the other way, where you have Taylor Swift that started out pure country and now is on pop charts everywhere.
Yeah, it happens.
There's room for everybody.
It really is.
Now, you're the bass player in the band, so what is it about the bass that drew you to the instrument, and do you play any other musical instruments?
What drew me to the instrument when I was in 7th grade is my friends had a band and they needed a bass player. It was that simple. I knew nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
About the instrument, it was the one spot that was open and they were cool and there were a bunch of girls hanging out with them and I wanted to be part of that. Cool. So my buddy lent me his bass and taught me a couple of songs. I think the first one was Ain't Talking About Love by Van Halen.
Nice.
And the rest is history. I started playing piano, so I had some musical background, and I still write on piano. So I play that.
Nice.
Quite a bit.
Now, as someone that is in the music business, we're all, of course, looking forward to getting back to live music performances again. And I think that we're at a small turning point right now, and things are starting to ease up a bit. What do you think the situation might look like by the end of the year for touring bands? Like, what's your opinion?
Well, I think based on what's happened to our schedule, and starting to get more and more filled up towards summer and towards the fall, getting booking up. I mean, I think it's going to get pretty. I would suspect, unless something crazy happens, I don't have a crystal ball, but it's going to get pretty close to back to normal by the end of the year.
Yeah, and I think with more people getting the COVID vaccine and such, I think we are definitely headed, God willing, in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Jett, I want to thank you again so much for your time and consideration to talk to rockbandreviews.com today, and to remind everyone that Sister Hazel will be back in action performing at Delray Beach, Florida at the Old School Square Pavilion on Saturday, April 17th. We urge everyone to come out. Of course, you'll probably be required to wear your mask and be a little socially distanced, but if that's what needs to be, that's what needs to be. And we're just excited to have you guys in town.
Looking forward to the show.
All right, buddy. Real quick, I want to ask you, if I brought a guitar, would the band be willing to sign it to benefit Disabled American Benefit?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, wonderful. All right, well, we look forward to seeing you on Saturday night next month.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Bill.
Later, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.